Before I proceed with this video, I'd recommend look in the description, scroll down, look at all the chapters, look and see all the collection continuations we'll be looking at today. Chances are, something might be sticking out to you and you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll just want to skip ahead and listen to that. By all means, everything's chaptered that I'll be looking at today. But of course, if you don't get a good look at all the brand new skins that are submitted over the past weekend for July 14, 2026, well, just look at the description at the very top. The link will be provided. And there is a lot of skins this week. Over 120 is a ridiculous amount. But there's some very, very, very nice looking designs. I would certainly say that, yes. So, alright, cool. We're only here for the collection continuations. We're here to identify any potential investments we could probably make. So, alright, well, first of all, let's go ahead and point out, there's a lot of small backpacks. Yes, indeed there is. So, what I'll do is I'll go ahead, I'll make sure I have most recent, and I'll link this in the description of the video, because of course we've still got like another 2 weeks and then we'll see these become marketable. These were like announced fairly early, so we've still got some time until August 4 swipe, but I can point out we have seen some pretty interesting looking skins being submitted, and yes, of course we've already seen some interesting collection continuations. So of course with collection continuations today we'll be using SCMM.app to try and help us out and get a good visual in regards to trying to identify could we actually jump in. Could we actually make some nice investments with some of these skin collection continuations today? So, let's go ahead and take a look at the Phantom Small Backpack. This was the first ever small backpack to be produced, of course, by Mr. Shedmon. Alright, well, Phantom Collection. It's got all the bits and pieces. Is that actually going to have an impact? Is it going to only really affect the clothing and the armour? That's also a good question to ask. So, let's go over here, for example. Phantom Collection. Let's give this a good look, and you'll notice, well, that backpack's actually doing quite all right. The large backpack, that is. Didn't sell too ridiculously, though, as well. We should point that out. The first small backpack skin to be accepted, or rather skins. Don't be surprised if they accept 2 in the first rust off August 2026. Anyway, don't be surprised if they sell a ridiculous amount. I'm sure you remember the first few large backpack skins to be accepted, so let's go over to here. Large backpack, please. Thank you very much. I will remind them. The first few we got were absolutely ridiculous. No Mercy backpack, almost 54,000 subscribers. Hardsuit, almost 31,000 subscribers. The large hazmat design, almost 23. Blackout, just over 54,000. I mean, I'm sure you can tell. The first few skins that came out sold ridiculous amounts, and unfortunately, quite a lot of them aren't exactly doing stupendous. And we did see a lot of backpacks being accepted after that. More recently, it's kind of chilled out. It's kind of relaxed a bit in terms of acceptances, although we do see quite a lot of Twitch drops and kick drops. Some very nice looking designs, mind you. But yeah, honestly, overall, we do see quite a lot of the backpacks actually do quite all right now. So don't be surprised if the first few small backpacks coming out probably will have some issues. I mean, it's the brand new Skinnables issue. But at the very least, if you bought one for yourself because you like it, hey, that's a treat for yourself. And that right there, that is a very nice looking design from Shedmon. So keep up the good work, good sir. I guess you're going to make a hard suit, small backpack as well. I mean, you're lucky with the large backpack pretty quickly. Couldn't hurt to make a hard suit, small backpack as well. It's up to you, it's up to you. Right, props to Shedmon. But of course, this competition. And what's that? It's the Ice Cold small backpack. Now, Lefty, if I can recall, he made that salvaged axe. Let's go over to here. There we are. And I didn't notice quite some time back he made an auto turret as well. Sorry about that, Lefty. Anyway, a lot of people happen to like that salvaged axe. To this day, I do believe it's still holding up quite nicely. But now we're here to talk about an interesting, icy cold small backpack. And to be honest with you, that's a very nice looking design. That does look pretty cool. So, yeah, an interesting blue, icy design. I think a lot of people might appreciate that in the desert, just to keep them nice and cold. That's just a joke. That's just a joke. But would they have a massive impact on the ice cold... Ice cold, is it one word or 2 words? It looks like it's 2 words. Ice cold savage decks. How we doing? How we doing? Space. Do you exist? This is awkward. Let's now go ahead and look for savage dexes. I do apologise. Right, savage decks. And there we are. Yeah, still doing good. Still holding up ever so nicely. So, okay, not looking too bad. Let's get these extensions on as well, just in case. I almost forgot. It's probably wiser to have them turned off most of the time because, unfortunately, requests issue keeps popping up a lot. But as you'll notice, this is sitting here at just over $2.50. So yep, $2.76. I don't care for all that. Go away. And as you'll see, yeah, it's still doing good all by itself independently. So a brand new skin very likely could give it a nice boost. So, all right, cool. Will a small backpack really make that much of a difference? It's a learning experience. We're about to witness it. Now over to here, we also happen to have Gold Chain small backpack. You might recall quite some time back, we had a large backpack being accepted, sold for about $3.49. Didn't sell that much. And to this day, how's it holding up? So I go to Gold Chains, please. Is it Gold Chains or Golden Chains? You know what? I've completely forgot. There we go. Yeah, it's all good. All right. So yeah, that backpack, only 9,300 subscribers. It's down by 42%. But then again, when you look at the collection as a whole, it's a bit of a strange hodgepodge. That's not at the fault of the skin creators. They certainly did try to get like tier 2, tier 3 and whatnot accepted. They made various different options. Face Punch just wasn't biting. So, alright, we'll see how it goes. But maybe only the gloves and the poncho and the boots and the backpack would care. Or maybe they just won't. And that's probably the most likely outcome. Chances are it won't have that much of an impact. But getting a good look at it, it's a perfectly fine looking tiger stripy design. It would be nice if they're a little bit more closer, like real up close to it. Doesn't seem to be very golden, which is quite a surprise. Other than that, looks perfectly fine to me. And we were expecting this. In fact, I asked for it. In fact, I've also asked for some more things as well. I thought, you know, a bandana would be a nice addition. Might as well do a poncho of it, so let's see if they get round to doing that as well. But yes, a small backpack has been produced for naval camo. Let's see if those tactical gloves ever get accepted as well. But yes, naval camo collection has proven to be quite successful. Let's go ahead and take a look at you. Naval camo. And I can confirm everything's looking quite alright, except the tier 2. Again, tier 2 has not been able to remove all that stock from the Steam market. What with it coming out during the Easter dip. So, came out during the Easter dip. Didn't get an immediate collection continuation for a while. Lots of stock just piled up on the Steam market. Even though we've got all these sequels after it eventually, the stock just never got removed. And that's what's kind of weighed down. Stupid, isn't it? I know. Right, anyway, so I reckon a small backpack would be appreciated. I reckon the more the merrier. I think you could only see a lot more positivity with the rest of the skins here, including the brand new AK47. So lots of possibilities, yes indeed. Let's see which ones actually get accepted. Again, I'll link to be able to see all of these in the description of this video, and you could go ahead and take a look. But I will sit here and say, the people that are posting multiples during the same week, it's not happening. It's not happening. They're breaking a rule, so it's just not going to get accepted. Like this guy here, not happening, sorry to say. Right then, so that was your nice look at all the small backpacks. Let's now go ahead and take a look at all the deployables. And as you might notice, there's actually quite a lot of them. Yep. Right. More metal shop fronts. And what we have over to here is the Adobe metal shop front. This is a sequel to the garage door and the sheet metal door of the past. Can I just please delete these just to get some more space? Thank you very much. Right, so Adobe, la da da. I want to take a look at you. There we go. Right. So I can confirm, when times were really good this past post-Christmas, both of these doors did very nicely. So if I could just go ahead and take a look at this garage door, I can confirm that was on the up. That was doing good. But right now, it is slightly down in price, which is unfortunate to see. But what if we were to see a sequel? What if we were to see another Adobe theme skin being accepted? More specifically, designed by VALKYRIE. Because there are other skins that are Adobe, but they're not all made by the same skin creator. So if you were to look up close to this in game, you'd notice that this actually stands out quite nicely. Looks pretty cool. Yep. I meant to go to the Steam market, but I guess we'll get a quick look at that. Then we'll go over to here and then look at the Steam market. Both of these didn't sell too ridiculously, so that probably also helped them out quite nicely as well. But yep, just over $2 here as well. And as we'll see, yeah, this has been better before. But, shrug. Hey, the more the merrier. Could we actually get a proper collection being built up? It's been a bit hit and miss with certain skins that are made in relation to a building skin. So, alright, cool. We'll see how it goes. It's a perfectly fine looking metal shop front. Based on what I'm seeing here, doesn't appear to glow that brightly though, based on what I see. Just on the back portion actually. So it doesn't appear to glow that much on the front, but it does on the back. Now, unfortunately, because they got lights all in the background here, it's kind of hard to notice. I'd have to test it out properly myself. Again, you're doing it during the day, you know. All right, we'll see how it is. It's fine for what it is. Best luck to Mr. Vlek. But of course, this competition, we have an Apotheosis of War medal shot front. To be honest with you, wasn't really expecting such a thing. Not really against it either. Apotheosis of War has been pretty successful. Apotheosis of War has been getting quite a lot of skins accepted. I mean, alright, cool. I'm not opposed to it. I like what I see. It glows in the dark ever so nice and brightly. I think a lot of people take a liking to it. Much like all the previous Deployables we've seen somewhat recently. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. Apotheosis, please. Did I type it right? No. Got to put an E in there. No. Got to put E there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there. So, bed's doing alright. Garage door's kind of slipped back down again. Fridge is doing alright. The electric furnace has actually managed to retain most of its value, which is interesting to see. And the armour door is still retaining ever so slightly. So they're doing alright. They could be doing better. And guess what? Another skin being accepted, it'll certainly make things a lot better. So, alright, I'm all for it. The more the merrier. I'm sure people are down for that as well. So, yeah, what's your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. Best luck to Icona. Now over to here, something different. We've got the JPEG middle shot front. Okay. I do like the strange looking colours. It's like very low poly sort of assets. Not to sound mean, it's an interesting vibe. It's an interesting style. So I think quite a lot of people actually would happen to appreciate such a thing. And of course, with the JPEG collection, are we now going to dabble into a whole lot more Deployables? In the past, we only saw the garage door, the sheet metal door, the wooden door. Quite a decent amount of time passed because that was back in 2022. And then eventually, 2026, the bed's accepted. If we were to see the metal shot front being accepted, okay. What other Deployable would you like to see being made then? I guess there's room for an armoured door. And I guess that would make sense. Yeah. Are you aware of how many armoured doors have been posted recently? Oh, you're about to be surprised. So, oh, I might give you a little bit of a foreshadowing. But overall, yep. I'm not going to be surprised if something like that were to be accepted. You're going to see a lot of glow-in-the-dark designs. You're going to see a lot of non-glow-in-the-dark designs. So, alright, cool. Best luck to Mr. GBG. The more the merrier. Let's see if we can see more Deployables after this as well. I won't be opposed to a locker. That might be pretty cool. Yeah. Over to here, we've got the Apocalypse Nomad Auto Turret. So this is actually a sequel to those weapon skins. Apocalypse Nomad. I can spell. Right, okay, so there you go. Negative 40%, negative 18, negative 13, negative 57. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. They're all quite, for a lack of a better term, quite like a raggedy, worn down, battle scarred. That was the intention. They weren't supposed to look factual and pretty and whatnot. No. They're supposed to be completely used up and worn out and whatnot and barely put together. But it wasn't exactly something everybody was super pleased about. Now, we have got some interesting transparent designs on these as well. They didn't hold up compared to the newer designs that have been accepted as of recent. Anyway, an auto turret would be pretty interesting. I'm just not sure if it's going to make that much of a difference. So, hey, we'll see how things pan out. We'll see how it goes. But it's nice to see you keeping at it with the collection, Mr. Zskipper and Mr. Dark Schneider. Keep up the good work, and let's see what becomes of that. I would sit here and say, I think an Apocalypse Nomad jacket might be pretty sweet. I think you could pull that off. Nice and teared up and whatnot. Nice bit of creative transparency. For your consideration. Now, what is this? Why, that's a tomato. A rectangular tomato. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure I've seen this being submitted before. But yep, it's another attempt for the Señor Tomato fridge. Doesn't glow in the dark or anything, although you can still plug it in and it'll light up at the very bottom right portion. So if you know, you know. And, well, let's just go ahead and get through this pretty quickly then. Again, I'm sure I've seen this before. I'm sure I've talked about it before. The more the merrier. Oh, look, that Thompson's improving already. Did I just literally sit here and say last week, keep an eye on that Thompson? I reckon within a few weeks it goes up to at least $3. Oh, we're getting close. Anyway. Sheet metal door's doing okay. Garage door's doing okay. Furnace could be doing better. But another Deployable being accepted, I think that would actually lead to some pretty interesting situations. Yes. A nice rise up in price for the summertime. So, yeah, honestly, keep an eye out. Armour door, fridge, certainly some interesting options that could be appearing in upcoming Rust doors. Which would you prefer? I honestly think we're going to probably see at least one of them soon enough. So, okay, we'll see how it goes. And overall, for the whole collection, the more the merrier. Right then, so we'll leave it be. Let's move on to the next thing. So luxury gold sleeping bag. Quite some time back, didn't we see a wooden door? Was it two things? Luxury gold is just a wooden door. Now, just to be very straightforward with you, when it comes to wooden doors, yes, we might see sequel skins, we might get deployables being built up, but that's not going up in price. I'm very sorry to say that, but that's the reality. I've seen it happen many times in the past with a wooden door and a deployable collection in which more skins are accepted. The wooden doors hardly ever budge. It's an unfortunate matter of, yes, you might be using a wooden door quite a lot initially, but then for the rest of your fun, during a wipe, during your time playing Rust, you're not going to use the wooden door again, are you? It would be nice if there could be an alternative use for wooden doors. I know that sounds mean, but like, I don't know, can I have like a makeshift table with it or something? Because they just don't get used that much. And you'll see that because every single wooden door skin usually tends to go down in price pretty badly. Do you need some help? Do you need a visual? Let's go ahead and showcase that to you. Wooden door. Take a look with me and what you see. That's a little scary negativity. Huh? Yeah, it's not looking very pretty, is it? Every single wooden door's down pretty bad. Twig door's doing alright, but that's got transparency. It's pay to win, along with the wild animals door as well. So, wow, you're $4. Okay. Wow. Right, so, yeah, unfortunately, if that were to be accepted, that wooden door isn't going to really move that much. But it's still a nice looking sleeping bag. I did show it off in my recent preview video. Doesn't glow in the dark or anything, but at night time with lights are nearby, the gold does happen to shine quite nicely. So, best luck to Jeeba and Rose. Let's see if that works out. Best of luck. So this is a bit strange considering the themes, but hey, it happened. We've got a Cold Hunter electric furnace. A cold furnace, you tell me? Yeah. Alright, whatever. Yes, I also showed this off in the preview video for the week. And you know what? That armor door's in a pretty interesting spot. Of course, with the Cold Hunter collection here, you know, looking pretty in demand. People happen to like it. People have been appreciating those weapon skins for a considerable amount of time. But now it looks like we're starting to properly dabble into deployables. What do you reckon is going to happen to that armor door? It doesn't glow in the dark. It's not that very shiny or reflective, but it is the first deployable to be accepted, and it's only selling so much. Like, within the next 48 hours, I guess you could say, I don't think that's going to even reach 11,000 subscribers. I mean, we'll see. Chances are quite a lot of people might jump onto it tomorrow, knowing that we could potentially see the electric furnace at some point in the future, or something else. A garage door, I guess, you know. So, it's a discussion for tomorrow when we do the abnormal barders. But that's in a very, very, very interesting looking spot. Yes, it is. And I'm going to have to sit here and think about it a little bit more. Because again, for quite a long time, all those weapon skins have been appreciated. Can the same be said with a bunch of deployables? Got to keep an eye out. We'll wait and see. So, alright, at the very least, it's a nice looking electric furnace. Keep up the good work, Mr. MDE. And let's see if that works out nicely in the future. Best of luck. Keep an eye out. I'm sure he's going to make some other interesting looking deployables. I'm looking forward to the likes of a locker. I reckon you could probably go ahead and make a rug that you can cover your whole base in frozen solid ice. It'd be nice and cool. A lot of Europeans really need that right about now. Best luck. Stormcloud metal door. You might have seen my short video, which I already posted today. Well, there you go. An interesting potential sequel. You will upvote this now. Anyway, so yes. We had the furnace come out, sold pretty decently. There was a bit of a scare initially because a lot of people were like, oh no, is this going to go down in price like the Ghost furnace did? Well, that was only slightly. But then, of course, we also happen to have the UFO furnace. And just to remind everybody, these furnaces, they have transparency. They quite literally look as if they're floating. That furnace has been doing good. That furnace has held up very nicely. So if I just look at regular furnaces, you'll see the majority of them are just not looking very pretty, but then we have Stormcloud. I would have reason to believe if we were to see the sheet metal door being accepted, and by the way, the sheet metal door does not have any transparency, I reckon you might be seeing that rise up in price very nicely. I'm just saying, there's a lot of potential right here. Oh look, someone decided to unload 17 of them. What a smart individual he is. But, well, he's probably going to find out soon enough. If that sheet in the door gets accepted, he might be selling too low. So keep an eye out. I won't be surprised if this does get bought out. I won't be surprised if it potentially pushes up to about $5. It's in a very, very, very interesting spot. But then again, considering all the other Stormcloud skins that have been posted, what with a bed and what was it like a do we have a barbecue? There have been more deplorables. None of them have been accepted so far. So keep an eye out for that, all right? We'll keep an eye out. Right, so yes, best of luck with the Sheep Nador, Oasis and Isaac. I like it. I'm sure a lot of other people out there will appreciate it as well. But they have tried. In fact, I could have looked at the collection over here. So was I correct? Oh, it was a rock. It was a bed. Yeah, it was a rock. Sorry about that. I got it wrong. I was thinking of another deplorable set. Oh, that would have been hologram. Yeah, I remember the hologram. Small box, large box. Oh, whatever. Just move on. Anyway, best luck to you two. Let's move on. A pineapple. A neon pineapple. I'm led to believe this is a bit of a loose connection because I'm not sure if everybody fully remembers, but there was a pineapple furnace, and I am led to believe this was also made by Zinc. Yes, it was. So even though he doesn't strictly refer to it as a collection continuation, he did make a pineapple furnace in the past. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes, but yeah. It's not exactly doing wonderful numbers right about now, but hey, if we were to see the neon pineapple garage door being accepted, that might get bought out. And then are you telling me we could potentially have a series of pineapple deplorables being made? Yes. All right, well, we'll see if it works out. We'll see. But it is a version 2, so, you know, the original version came out quite some time back. Didn't work out, unfortunately. Maybe this could be allowed, though. Maybe this will potentially be considered. So, yeah. Best luck to Zinc and Gunya. Let's see if it works out nicely. Best luck to you two. Over to here. Project Nova garage door. Because we need more garage doors, right? Lots and lots and lots of more garage doors. Hey, don't worry, Decap. I'm just joking. It's not your fault. So we've just had the sheet in the door being accepted, and it's selling quite all right. Not too ridiculous. I am always hesitant about sheet metal doors, though. No, you don't say. You say it practically every single week when you get the chance. But look at that. Now, with all due respect, we are noticing certain skins here looking pretty good. Why is Hazma going up in price all of a sudden? Anyway, Project Nova sheet metal door. That'll be a discussion for tomorrow. Are you going to end up working out like these skins here? Or are you going to end up working out like some of the skins over here? Will you turn into a greening area sort of style collection like we've seen here? Ooh, and that's a lot of green, a lot of positivity. So we'll keep an eye out. We'll discuss that more tomorrow when we do the abnormal barders. It's an interesting spot. It's not selling too much. There is a sequel right there. Let's see what happens. We shall see. Best luck. I am titanium. I'm bulletproof. Nothing to lose. All right, so armored doors. I'm not joking when I say we've got a lot of armored doors. There's a lot of them. Brace yourself. And as you can see here, titanium. Right, there's actually 2 versions of this, but I thought I'd just grab the transparent version. So yep, both versions happen to glow in the dark quite nicely, but with what you can see here, there's some transparency right over to here. Yes. So it's just like a sort of mesh sort of design that you can see through. I kind of wish they zoomed in a lot more onto it. It's not super easy to notice, but take my word for it, you can see through it, all right? So, okay. A potential armored door, transparency, and glow in the dark. I'm sure a lot of people will take a liking to that. But more specifically, as we've already mentioned, this is a collection continuation. So titanium and bulletproof. Okay, I'm sorry. It's in your head now, isn't it? Yep, yes it is. As time has gone on, the price has dropped off a fair bit, only slightly. So this sold for $2.49, and right now it's selling for just over $2. And honestly, well, I would be surprised if that bounces up a fair bit with another skin being accepted. There's only 11 of them on the Steam market. But I guess that also showcases that it's not very in demand. I mean, you could easily buy them out if you wanted to, but nobody cares. But if we were then to eventually see a brand new deplorable collection properly being set up, even though this came out years ago, hey, I can't judge it then. I know for a fact a lot of people then happen to like it. So, all right, we'll see what becomes of this. It's in a good spot. What are you considering? Right, so best galactic events, see Michael and Montana. Let's now showcase the competition. Clan base armored door. Yes, Kizaru in the past has made some interesting clan base skins. There's been a bit of a gap since the last skin was accepted, but hey, I'm sure this is still a perfectly fine look and shout. So yes, it glows in the dark. It's an interesting, colourful design. Let's go ahead and take a look. We had a large box. I got the hiccup, sorry. Right. Considering they had those clan tables fixed and ready, I mean, it was added recently. Maybe that actually might get acceptance. Maybe that actually might work out. Maybe the timing of this is actually perfect for you, Mr. Kizaru. We'll see. But I will sit here and say, if that were to be accepted, I don't think any of this is going to recover. Unfortunately, it has been quite some time, and we haven't had a sequel for quite some time. I think they're just kind of ruined. Not to sound mean, it's just from what I observe. So, I mean, you could keep an eye out. Who knows, maybe the Sheep Matador could work out quite nicely, simply due to the fact that there's only 19 of them on the Steam market. 3 sales in the past 24 hours. Wow. But the price is down bad and whatnot. I'm not fully trusting it. But hey, I do acknowledge that there's been some skins accepted previously. It could help them out. Fingers crossed. So, alright, cool. Best luck to Kizaru, sorry. All-Seeing Eye Armored Door. Very similar position. Just a few skins accepted before this. Many attempts to continue it. Didn't work out. So, All-Seeing Eye. Dash seeing. Does it work? There we are. Just a garage door and a sheet metal door. I will sit here and say this. If we were to see the armored door being accepted, I would be surprised if both of these bounce up a fair bit for a while and then go back to where they were. That's a type of behaviour I've seen happen quite a lot. Don't sound mean. Again, I've seen these happen. I've seen these situations happen before, and with Rust, things tend to repeat themselves quite a lot. Yes. So, best luck to again. I know you have been trying to get other skins accepted. You have made some pretty cool looking sequels, or other attempts, I should say. But Face Punch is just like, eh. Don't know what to say. Regardless, best luck to you, good sir. That's a perfectly fine looking glow-in-the-dark design. Oh, well, that's Hazma. Oh, so that's why the Sheep Matador is suddenly doing a lot better, probably. I mean, I've already kind of highlighted that because, of course, if I had to just quickly switch over to here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I went on a bit of a ramble. Went over, it's over an hour. But with all due respect, there's a lot of talking points and there's a lot of examples and showcases. But yeah, Hedge went on a bit of a ramble and he did highlight the Hazma collection because there's an armored door right there. There's an armored door which just so happens to have an anime girl on it. My goodness. Could this lead to a very nice potential investment? I think so, yes. I mean, you know, if I could just quickly point out Popstar, I'm just saying it looks as if quite a lot of these Rust players happen to be weebs. My goodness. Oh, wow. Surely, with all this expendable money they have, they might want to buy even more anime stuff. Probably, yeah. Look. She will protect me, all right? So, yes, you've got a lovely looking design. You've got the cute little glow-in-the-dark hatch right there. Entry only for Hazma. I would like to see another attempt for the sheet metal double door. And it's unfortunate, you know, what happened with that. So, oh, yeah. Hey, I'm watching you too. Ah! Where? Ah! Anyway, so, this has proven to be also very successful. We have been keeping an eye on the Hazma skins for quite some time. Let's go ahead and take... I am worried now. Where are they? Anyway, garage door is actually moving upwards. It's going back up in price. Sheet metal door is actually going up quite a lot more. I guess a lot of people probably saw the video today and started making moves. I can confirm 40 have sold in the past 24 hours. And, well... honestly, it was going up regardless. It was going up to a brand new all-time high price. But do you know what gives that a better boost? Do you know what helps that out even more? Another skin being accepted. So as long as the skin creator commits, so as long as he keeps up with it, honestly, I think Hazma still has a very good chance of getting quite a lot more skins accepted. It can't always just be Popstar. We can have more than one anime girl to appreciate. But you have to respect... Hazma skins have sold absolutely absurd numbers and they still worked out perfectly fine. Garage Door, 51,000 subscribers. Sheet Metal Door, almost 41,000 subscribers. Positive. Now, of course, we have the Easter one. That's a holiday skin. So that's a bit debatable, but I certainly am looking forward to seeing some more Hazma holiday skins. It'd be pretty cool. I'm surprised they didn't do a July 4 one. They could have got away with that. They probably could have got away with that anyway. Yeah. Maybe we could see another attempt for the sheet meta double door, you know, without the oh no, that's the previous one. Whatever. Anyway. So yeah, they did the one with all the brand new plushies, but the Humane World for Animal one got removed, so it was a bit awkward. You're rambling. Let's continue. So the point I'm trying to get across is, yeah, it's in a very good spot. People like it. People appreciate it. And of course, those previous skins that have been accepted already will bounce up in price ever so nice. That's all that needs to be said. Okay. So ramble over. It's looking good. It's in a very good spot. Popstar can't have all the success. Best luck to Aaron. But again, this competition. Are we going to have a month of 2 Armour doors accepted every single week? Because we have seen some very good looking Armour doors as of recent, but with so many of them being accepted, it is starting to become a bit questionable. Anyway, wow, that's a nice looking skin. Now, at some point, we might stop seeing so many Abyss skins being accepted as well, but you know, we do tend to see like a random acceptance from like months ago or even a year ago. Like, if that isn't accepted like anytime soon, do not be surprised if that gets accepted in a future Complete the Sets Rust door, or just a random Rust door with a super extra late pick. That is a nice looking skin. Little Ranger, Graham Crowan, I like it. Keep up the good work. What else can they do? What do you mean? Like, what else could they do that you would be very intrigued about? Because they have been very successful. These Abyss skins, they look nice. They get accepted. They sell quite nicely. I'm very happy I bought a bunch of those. I could tell it was going to be in a very interesting spot. But what other Deplorable would you like to see being made next? I mean, I guess there's no harm in trying to do a wooden double door with some transparency and glow. Just saying. Give it a shot. Try, please. Anyway, aside from that, I mean, I guess we're going to see a small backpack. Guess that's going to happen as well. Make it look cute. All right, make it look cute. Not so sharp and bitey. Just like a little baby one. Yeah. All right, okay, cool. So anyway, yeah, that also is looking to be in a very good spot. The previous Deployables that have been accepted, they've worked out very nicely when times are good. I'm all for it. Thumbs up. Keep up the good work and keep an eye out for more potential sequels that will be made. Abyss Collection is very successful, and I would be keeping an eye on this. Now, late shift armored door. Okay. Totally fine. I'm down for that. That's cool. So, let's get rid of this. All right. We just saw the late shift shot front being accepted, and we are in a position now questioning, are metal shot fronts actually in demand? You know, that's still holding up. That's only down slightly. Are they being used enough? Will people appreciate them? Will people actually use them for what they're intended to be? That right there would be an actual proper design that's showcasing what it's supposed to be used for. Will the role players appreciate that? And if they will, okay, that's cool. There's some demand for it. Will they then also appreciate the armor door here as well? It glows in the dark. It looks nice. I, of course, showcased this in my special preview video for the week, along with Hazma. And yeah, honestly, it's not super wacky. It's not super insane. It's there for a nice reason. I think that's actually a perfectly fine looking armor door. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually does get accepted. I think we might have an interesting late shift collection on the horizon. I'm looking forward to it. So best luck to Algorithm and the discussion in regards to metal shot fronts. That will be a big talking point tomorrow when we do the abnormal barders. Now the problem is tomorrow we also have the Counter-Strike skins becoming marketable. If you know, you know. Tomorrow's going to be really hectic. There's also England versus Argentina. There's also Moff. Oh, got him. No, he lives. It's very hectic, I tell you. Right, so we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Cool. God, there's so many Deployables. So much yapping. I'm so sorry. Gothic Veil Armour double door. We already talked about you. I think I might just skip this. Not to say I mean or anything, I'll just go over it very quickly. But we did literally have a previous design like the previous week, and the skin creator, they don't refer to them as version 2s or anything. They just constantly keep referring to them as the same skin, which I do think is a little bit awkward. But yes, with the position that these doors are in, looks totally fine. Garage door might be the thing to chase after, considering it's the most cheapest, or maybe just avoid it and only look at these instead. Sheet metal double doors tend to work out perfectly fine regardless. That actually might be the best thing to chase after, with the potential of an armored double door on the horizon. Because by default, new deployable being accepted, pre-existing deployables are expected to spike a month, spike a price. But regardless, if we were to never ever see another Gothic Veil door skin being accepted ever again, that will still go up in price in the further future. Sheet metal double doors, very reliable. End scene. Let's now move on to weapons and tools. Banana, do 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 do. We got banana, do 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 do. We got banana tools, do 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 do. Wow. Right. So, banana tools. It's a third attempt. They have tried many times in the past, along with some other skins in the past. Debsky, PYH. Best of luck to you. Let's go ahead and remind ourselves of the banana collection. I was about to say Nana collection because it's awkward. Why is it awkward? Because every single skin is Nana. You got bow Nana, crossbow Nana, double barrel Nana, Saw Nana, Thompson Nana, and it's awkward because it's hard to find them. You have to remember they're labelled this way when you search for them on the Steam market. Because if I was to look up like Banana MP5, you're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. So yeah, it's a little bit awkward. Anyway, the collection's also quite awkward because we haven't had a sequel in a very long time. Now, you might sit there and say, oh, so you're telling me if these were to be accepted, we could see some nice boosts and value and whatnot. No. When it's predominantly a weapon-only collection, I don't think a pair of tools is going to really change that much. Weapon-only and tool-only collections tends to be a bit funny. So, sorry to say, I don't think it's going to really change that much. But I certainly would like to see more banana skins making a return. Can I get another attempt for the hoodie and pants? Can I get another attempt for the banana tier 3? You could do like a banana smiley face. You could. You know you could. You know you could. Do not fear returning. I want to be nice and yellow. Yes. Best luck to you too. Right, you know what? I'm going to talk about both of them. What do you mean both of them? Well, we've got a very cool looking Heatseeker crossbow, and we've also got a very colourful looking Popstar crossbow. Oh, alright then. Let's go ahead and start yapping. So yes, with this being a Heatseeker weapon, I can confirm this has transparency. However, is that really a selling point anymore, considering for $5 you could just get the bowler's crossbow? Ooh. Well, that's a bit of a concern then, isn't it? Maybe this might be hard stuck to never be able to go over $5. Or maybe just won't care because people happen to like the Heatseeker collection. So let's just go over here and take a quick look at the Heatseeker collection. I'm spelling it all wrong. Sorry about this. Right. The more recent skins aren't exactly doing very good. Now, we have noticed absurd sales and hardly any sales and reasonable sales, pay-to-win features still, but still didn't work out. Crossbow is useful. Crossbow does look good. Crossbow looks nice. But is it going to really change that much? I don't think so, no. And independently, as I just said, maybe it does retain its value. Maybe it does do quite all right. But is it going to be hard stuck at $5 considering the bowler's crossbow? Thank you for the DLC face punch. We are very pleased with it. So, alright, cool. Maybe that might be a bit of a concern. So in terms of something completely different, no transparency based on what I can see, just another anime girl. Look at those sparkling eyes. Yes, maybe something like this would be preferred. So obviously there's no transparency, there's no pay-to-win features, but perhaps this is what people need in their life, more anime girl skins. I mean, we have discussed that quite a lot today, haven't we? Yes, we have. It'll be interesting. Another skin being accepted for the Popstar collection is just simply adding to the pile, and I mean, it's already succeeding greatly. It's just like adding more fuel to the fire. And this fire is burning very, very strongly. But at some point, it does have to stop. Within the past 3 months, 9 skins have been accepted. It has been quite absurd, but it doesn't last forever. So, we'll see what gets made next. I might know. Oh, I've just realised my mouse isn't showing on the screen. Oops. That's a nice looking large backpack right there, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, if only I had a baby with it. Anyway, so moving on. Keep an eye out. I'm sure it'll still be greatly appreciated. And yeah, sorry about my... I could fix it right now, but I think I'm already like 40 minutes in. I'll just move on. Sorry. Oh, look at that, another revolver. Ah! Another one. No. Okay, so we just had the optimized revolver being accepted, and it did cause people to have a bit of a reaction. What's that? Well, it caused the other revolvers that came out somewhat recently to go down in price, even though there's no real good reason for them to do so. Because whilst this has transparency, the transparency does not compare to this and this. Now, regardless, revolvers, they're just appreciated anyway. They don't have to have transparency to work out quite all right. And, of course, Thundergold Revolver doesn't have transparency. Last I recall, so if I could just get a nice little aim down the sight image, and, well, there you go. It's nice, it's golden, it looks pretty cool, but no transparency. But again, it does not care to try and be paid to win. It simply wants to look nice, shiny, and fabulous. It is Thundergold! So, alright, cool. Star points is what they're going for, along with all the previous skins. I'm sure you've seen it yourself. So, alright, Thundergold, let's go specifically look at you. Your weapon skins have been appreciated as time goes on, what with the lack of affordability for other notable white weapon skins. And yeah, you can see it, like the AK's doing good, the SAR's doing good, the double barrel shotgun's dug itself out of its hole. Custom SMG is not doing perfect, but it's doing a lot better compared to most custom SMGs. SAP's doing great. Handmade LMG, okay, these two could be doing better. That Thompson's recovered, and I'm very happy to see that. SKS could be doing better as well, but considering that recent kick drop, oh yeah, okay. And the tactical gloves, don't worry too much about the tactical gloves. I know people have been dumping. Let them dump too early. Let them do stupid things. Hold on, wait it out. You will see that recover and do nicely in the further future. So, honestly, a brand new revolver, I'm not sure if it's going to really have that much of an impact on the more recent skins that are accepted, but independently, if it were to be accepted, it's another great thing to consider buying. Like, optimized is a very good thing to consider buying right now this week. I'd be surprised if we get that being accepted in a Rust store anytime soon. But it's nice to see another attempt. It's nice to see a more updated version. Best luck to Mr. Morphus and Mr. Micro. Can we get a small backpack, please? Alright, anyway, best luck to both of them. Funerary MP5. Now, I will point out, there's a perfectly fine bit of transparency here, but there's actually a second version as well with even more transparency, which I'm led to believe is supposed to look like the, the Heat Seeker MP5. So, okay, that's cool. No complaints with what I see there. Both of them would be greatly appreciated. They're still perfectly fine pay-to-win looking skins. And, of course, Funerary collection, it's there. Now, with all due respect, the backpack's doing good. The hoodie and pants aren't doing too bad. The tier 2 is actually doing very nice. I'm still surprised to this day that people are appreciating it so much. That's sold so much more compared to hoodie and pants. What makes that so much more special? I honestly don't know. I don't want to sound mean. I just don't actually know the answer. And I'm always staring and screaming about these pixels. When I don't know something, I'm concerned. But a weapon skin, the first weapon skin to be accepted for the set, it'd be interesting, but it won't be the first attempt. Let me put that, point that out. We'll see how it goes, but maybe Funerary collection could have a nice resurgence with a whole bunch of weapons being accepted. We'll see. So, alright, cool. Perfectly fine looking MP5 designs. Which do you prefer? The more reasonable cut version or the Heat Seeker style cut version? I'm pretty sure people would probably prefer the Heat Seeker style. Yeah. Anyway, best of luck, Mr. MA1. Keep up the good work, good sir. But I must move on and showcase to you Young Dragon Thompson. So this is a sequel to that, what was it? LR300? Yep, that's it. We had an LR accepted somewhat recently, and I thought, you know what? It would be nice to see a lot more skins in this style. And the skin creator actually went ahead and made an Armour door, which I did say was like, it looked as if it was a loose collection continuation. But other than that, but hey, now we're starting to see more skins like this being produced, and I'm all for it. That's a cool looking design. Hardy, keep up the good work. Oh, you've also got some cool transparency right here. That's a very creative touch. I like that. That's nice. That's nice. Obviously, it's not completely removing the panels, but from the side there, it does look pretty sweet. That looks pretty wicked. All right, yeah, that looks nice. I don't think the LR300 is going to recover anytime soon, though. Where is the LR300? There it is. Oh, it's already done half in price. Ooh. But then again, it's the weapon itself. Look at all the skins. Ooh. Yeah, people aren't appreciating it. Yeah. If people aren't appreciating the weapon enough, well, with justification to own skins. Ah, there you go. So, well, aside from that, keep up the good work, and we'll see what gets produced next. I wouldn't say no to a sap. Trouble a la Thompson. Where's the transparency? Where is it? Okay, side panels have been removed. Aim down the sight. What's it looking like? Yes, just the standard sort of transparent Thompson. So just both the side panels have been removed. There's nothing wrong with that. People are still going to appreciate it. But, yeah, if you've seen the discussion we've had recently with the optimized Thompson, I'm questioning, are people going to try and see if they can get away with like some transparency like that a whole lot more. Anyway, regardless, a nice addition. More the merrier. Tribal alloy, please. Let's go ahead and get a good look at you. I can confirm the SAR has been recovering and going back up in price. Quite surprised by it, but that was a topic in regards to the discussion yesterday with this video here. One of the first things we talked about. If we start seeing more pay-to-win weapon skins being accepted, yes, I do believe these will recover and do even better. AK probably not so much, but these, yes, these two in particular, yes. So, alright, we're in a pretty good spot. That Thompson looks to be perfectly fine for what it is. I see no issue, I see no problem, and I'm sure a lot of people greatly appreciate it. So best luck to Mr. WR2ME and Mr. Cobra. Keep up the good work. VALKYRIE SAR. Sequel to the AK47. Almost got that wrong. I've already made a short video showcasing this. Yep, it's got the perfectly fine amount of transparency right there. I would always say aim at the sky, because with all the background noise and whatnot, it just makes it harder to see. I know I'm being nitpicky, but it honestly helps us so much better if you just aim at the sky. Blue sky, nothing in the background, it's so much easier to notice. Anyway, yes, the AK47 very likely would greatly appreciate such a thing appearing. It's actually managing to retain its value for this, currently at the moment, which is nice to see. But if we don't see another sequel for a while, that might start to struggle a little bit. But then again, considering Fuff's other recent skins, it's not like he's been super successful with a weapon-only collection in the past. Although, you know, with Juggernaut, which was a bit of a mix, he did get quite a lot of weapon skins accepted there, so shrug. Keep an eye on him, though. Keep an eye on him. I think we're about to see a lot more interesting Valkyrie skins being produced. So, yeah, I like the side panels. They look great, very nice and shiny. Thumbs up. Keep up the good work. I do believe that AK would greatly appreciate more skins like this being produced and accepted. Then how many transparent aim sight pay-to-win weapon collections would we have active at the same time? It's quite a lot, isn't there? Yeah. Best luck. Dominus Mortis SKS. Right, aim sight, standard. It's looking fine. So Dominus Mortis collection, let's go ahead and get a good look at you. Dominus Mortis. I can't spell it, because I'm stupid. Dominus Mortis. Oh. Right. So, yeah, it's a weapon-only collection. And we did say this earlier. When you have a weapon-only collection, the most likely outcome is that. It's unfortunate, but it happens quite a lot. Now, a brand new weapon skin. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it's still going to be the same. I worry for that SKS then. If we ever did see the tier 3 or the hoodie pants being accepted, you know what? Probably could have opened up, probably could have worked out quite all right. The face punch just wasn't biting. And you know what, guys? Consider giving another attempt for the hoodie pants in the tier 3. It looked cool, but I guess face punch just wasn't in the mood back then. So, thumbs up. Keep up the good work. I'll be keeping an eye out. Oh, well then. That's a bit different. It's a white SKS with transparency, really. Uh-oh. Right, this is different. I know it's also a weapon-only collection, but it's a pay-to-win transparent aim sight weapon collection. There's rules to this. Transparent, 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 transparent. And I've already talked about the AK47, quite literally. I've been doing it a lot as of recent. I did sit here and say, as time goes on, as we go through the summertime, I am very much under the impression this is going to rise up in price and work out very nicely. It's already risen up in price. Look over to here. Yeah, it's been doing better. Yep. So this was trending downwards. Wasn't looking very pretty for a while. But then, once we started to see like, well, of course, the SEP and the revolver being accepted. Oh yeah, things are looking a whole lot more optimistic now. Optimized optimism. Anyway, so an SKS being accepted as well. Say no more. Big thumbs up. I do believe all of these skins would greatly appreciate it. But more specifically, in regards to the revolver, that's a discussion for tomorrow. But by default, revolvers are very nice investments regardless, so might be jumping onto that anyway. But the AK47, I will sit here and say, you might want to grab it before it gets a lot more expensive. Because I do believe that will be recovering and just cruising ahead and working out as a lovely investment by the end of August. So, cool. So, that's a perfectly fine looking addition. I'm sure a lot of people who like to roam around in the snow with their full whiteout sets would appreciate something like this. Yes, it would be appreciated. So best luck to Mr. Yui. Let's see what happens next. Stinger AK47. Right, so I want to also point out there's another AK47 that I haven't grabbed. I didn't want to make this mistake. I'm not 100% sure. You can definitely sit here and say it's also a collection continuation, but boom, made by Duck. We've also got that. So Stinger AK47, this is a version 2. This is the standard design, and with all due respect, that does look pretty cool. I like the sleek design. I like all the red dots, like the little green lines and whatnot. That looks nice. Very interesting. Very proper looking AK47. But over to here, we have the cuted sights. I love me some cuted sights. But that's basically what we just literally saw VALKYRIE. Now, would such a thing be allowed so soon after that? Not sure. Although with the naval camo AK47, we did get a transparent aim sight, but it's the one with still the side panels. I'm starting to notice transparent aim sight AK47s are becoming a lot more common. They're becoming less special. So take that into consideration. Anyway, we recently saw the bow skin being accepted. We somewhat recently saw the crossbow being accepted, didn't we? Somewhat recently, wink wink. But I can't confirm. Both of them are doing okay. But if you are aware, in regards to the bowless crossbow situation, that was pushing up and was over $5. It's not anymore. So whilst you look at the positivity here, it could have been a lot better. Yeah. Anyway, so a brand new AK-47, I think it probably would help out both of those bows quite a fair bit, but I don't imagine they'll retain their value afterwards. I think they'll probably slip back again. So, cool. Two perfectly fine looking AKs. Best luck to Deployables. And then, of course, we've got the Brutalist AK-47. Now, Duck doesn't actually acknowledge it as part of a collection, or rather, chances are Duck probably just rushed it and just forgot about adding the collection. I feel like that's the most likely outcome. Sorry, Duck, I'm just making assumptions, but might be true. Anyway, I'm all for more Brutalist skins. Yes, I'm talking Brutalist Armour Double Door. Actually, no, that was never accepted. Well, you know what, Duck, you could give it a shot. But I'm talking about the sheet metal door, the garage door, and of course the armour door that was accepted quite a long time ago, which to this day has still been appreciated. I can't seem to find them. Right, well, I'll just go search it up on SEMM. Right, over here, boom, and boom. How expensive are they now? Very. Oh, wow. I've been talking so much, haven't been breathing enough. There we go. Right, anyway, garage door, over $11. Sheet metal door, almost $20. Armour door, now over $7. Wow. That's looking quite impressive. Yes, indeed. Isn't AK-47 going to change that much? I think independently the AK most likely will just suffer. Not to sound mean or anything, it's just, it's grey, it's just there, it's a bit dull. But that's Brutalist. That is Brutalist. That's the whole point. Huh. Well, it's also got a transparent aim sight like what we see in the naval camo AK-47, so I'm sure people still appreciate such a thing. But yeah. How many people are actually going to appreciate it? Would the door skins actually still hold it up? Or would it just be kind of there? At the very least, I do acknowledge it is a collection continuation. Feel free to comment below your thoughts in regards to what you see there. And, yeah, we'll see what happens next. God, I've been talking a very long time. I'm very sorry, but there's a lot of collection continuations. Let's now move on and talk about the clothing and the armour. Well then. Those are some shiny looking road sign gloves, and well, you probably noticed them because I did show them off in my special preview video for the week. So yep, we finally have Black Ops boots and gloves. Let me tell you, I feel very confident that with these being accepted, our Black Ops collection is going to rise up in price ever so nicely. I'm talking both the tier 3, I'm talking the tier 2 as well. You're going to see that go up very, 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 very nicely. I was still hoping for hoodie and pants. Maybe the skin creators just trying to figure out what they're going to do with it. I'd just suggest look at what Slanosta did with the Redemption hoodie and pants. Just do something similar, or just make a black hoodie and pants that are not shiny. You know, wouldn't hurt to do that. You could just make it more leathery and whatnot. It's up to you. Anyway, boots and gloves will still cause the tier 2 and the tier 3 to spike up spike in price ever so nicely. Do you feel confident that's likely to happen? Do you reckon we're in store for some brand new boots and gloves to be accepted? I wouldn't say no. So yes, keep an eye out for this. And well, considering the fact that the tier 3, or rather the face mask, is still less than $1, might be a nice consideration. If you aren't fully well aware, for like 15 minutes, Face Punch accidentally set this at 25 cents in the Rust store. I bought 200 of them. It was a good time. Right then, so yeah, that's a great addition. Yes, a lot of people greatly appreciate it. Yes, I'm looking forward to it as well. Keep an eye out. I still hope for those hoodie and pants eventually. Tactical gloves. Why don't you do the tier 3 again. Anyway, that's a perfectly fine looking pair of gloves. I will point out, consider all the tactical gloves that have been accepted, right? Just think about that. Only the black ones are doing good. So if I could just quickly confirm, that's not what I was looking for. Sorry. I'm going to go over to here. There you go. Yeah. So, all right, Reptile Hunter's doing all right. Okay, all right, thumbs up. But, you know, Pirate, Training, no, they're doing good. They're doing good. You're doing okay. That's doing good. That's doing good. Black gloves are appreciated. I can't help but this. I can't help but sit here and say, Tire tactical gloves probably would be doing the same. Now the collection here, I mean, it could be better. As I've already said, some tier 3 would be greatly appreciated. Skin Creator has tried 3 times. Okay, Face Punch is just like, eh. But yes, I think if we were to get those tactical gloves, it probably won't cause the collection here to rise up that much. But independently, I think it'll be going up in price anyway. I think people will be liking it, buying it, and I wouldn't be surprised if the price rises up ever so nicely. So, all right, cool. We'll see how it goes. But yes, I'm still hoping for another attempt for the tier 3 armor. One can dream. But now, let's look over to here. Because didn't we get Hellforged Tier 3 accepted recently? Yes, we did. We'll get a good look at Hellforged Tier 2. So, didn't I sit there and say I look forward to finding out what's going to go on the coffee can? We've got a cheese grater. Good. I can just literally put the cheese log right in front of me and just grate it and just stick my tongue out. Yes, this is how the rich live. Right, so yeah, it looks pretty goofy, but I'm sure a lot of people still appreciate it, and by default, so as long as you see a sequel, the skins are going to spike in price ever so nice. So as of now, I can see the face mask is slightly down in price a fair bit. I do believe it's around $1.50. Let's confirm. I can confirm. Yes, it's about $1.50. But that's just free listings below its Rust store price. So, I mean, well, if you're feeling confident, go grab them right now and wait it out. Are we going to have another metallic collection in Rust? And if that happens, I think quite a lot of people might be a bit upset. Regardless, though, SMN, Musa, keep up the good work. I'm sure you've got a very interesting set on the horizon. Boots and gloves, hoodie and pants. How are they going to go about doing that? Gotta wait and see. Keep an eye on their workshop. So yep, if that gets accepted, yes, I do believe the tier 3 will go up in price ever so nice. It probably won't last forever though. So if you happen to own some, be prepared and be prepared to sell. Right then. Yeah, that only took about an hour. I'm so sorry, but there was a lot to talk about today. Come on now. They're not going to accept that answer, Hedge. No, they're not. But I enjoyed myself, and I hope you did too. I did warn everybody, look at the description. All the chapters are there, you know. Right, let's go ahead and look at micro522.com just to showcase to you the top performing skins. Now, let's just put aside the backpacks because, of course, we've got like Food Bag, small backpack. We've got El Turista, small backpack. Phantom, small backpack. Like, of course, they're going to have a ridiculous amount of support because it's the, you know, potential brand new thing, the potential brand new skinnable. So other than that, we've got Hazma Armored Door. Lots of support. Eve AK47, which is a perfectly fine looking AK47, if I were to say that myself. Yes, yes. I could also point out Popstar crossbow right there. Toilet sheet door. I've already made a sheet metal, a nice showcase of the sheet door. Sorry, got that a little bit wrong there. Yeah, watch the video. Naval camo small backpack. I mean, I know. All right. Cookie Chicks Bone Club. Yes, I'm gonna whack my chicken all over you. What? Okay. Sorry. All right, then we've got the Valkyrie Saw. Looted wooden double door. Get a good look at this. I showed this off in my special preview video for the week. I can confirm, yes, that's got transparency. Head height transparency. Doesn't glow in the dark or anything though. So it does look a bit plain. But in terms of, is it helpful? Is it useful? Yes, it is. And that might be a bit of a problem for the Chinese panel wooden double doors, if it were to be accepted. We'll see how it goes, all right? We'll see how it goes. So, yeah, some very nice looking skins. Oh, yes, indeed. Micro522.com is listed in the description. You can go ahead and look at it right now. And then we'll end with this final point here once again. If you're curious about Ruskin investing and whatnot, I do go over a lot of points in this particular video. There are opportunities out there still, but the longer you wait, the more likely you miss out. And with a lot of skins that are already starting to rise up in price, I'm sorry to say, but you probably have missed out quite a lot already. However, skins in the current Rust store and whatnot, there's still potential of all of that. But that might be more of a discussion with tomorrow's stream. So look in my description, scroll down, you'll see links to all my socials. Come and visit me tomorrow when we do the abnormal barders. But I will point this out, there's a lot going on tomorrow. There's the football, there's the Counter-Strike skins coming out. It's going to be a little bit funny. It's going to be a little bit funny. So we'll see how everything turns out. But I'm a barder guy. I've got to make sure I get those barders in. Right, so that's pretty much everything then. Thank you very much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. I hope it was reasonably concise enough. I tried my best. Look, there's a lot to talk about. I'm sorry. But do consider watching this video as well. As you'll see, lots of chapters, lots of interesting little tidbits where I sit there and discuss how it might affect the market and whatnot. So, all right, cool. We get the point. Let's end this now. So, catch you later. See you, goodbye.